how are you guys? I'm just looking for my black ink pad. Hi, I'm Lori. I am Lori La Rosie. These are some shirts that we got when we were in Orlando on the incentive trip. Super fun. My husband and I both got, and he got +1 he put on the back of his, so we've got a couple pictures of us pointing to our shirts. They sent out quite a while before the event, right, like a nickname or something, and so I said I think they'll probably get printed on the shirt, Carrie, like more than likely. And we were both like because kind of like I call him Mamer all the time and he calls me La Rosie, but he said no, put +1. I'm your, like you said first, put candy on my arm kind of thing. And I was like, nah. And then when he said +1, I was like, oh, that's fun, sure. So anyways, okay, I've got a card idea. You guys are going to be shocked by what I'm using. I have active stamping here on Facebook as well as on the YouTube channel. I can hardly keep up with what's current, what's not current, what is current but not available. I was stamping, I guess, with something the Charming Day Beautiful yesterday, or a couple days ago for the cocktails and cards, and yeah, crazy. I thought I would show you. I made this actually for my mom, however long ago this paper is, for people who are die-hard Stampin' Up! Girls. If you know the date, I paper mache'd, I guess you'd say, no, not decoupaged, and then the birds from that, and I'm blanking on where that's all from, but I just took a regular birdhouse that you could buy, like the wooden birdhouses, and it's a $2 from Dollarama. It's probably $3 or $5 now, and just covered it up with the Mod Podge, and then coated it a couple more times. I don't think it would hold up outside, but yeah, super fun. So I'm not sure quite what I'm going to do. Not sure what I'm going to do with it now. Mom had it stored on her, she had a whole bunch of old bottles, and she had quite a few shelves of them, so it was on there with a few other artistic pieces from us people. Hi Keisha, how are you, hon? All right, so it has been, I was going to come on, but I do have to clear my throat and back up away from the speaker. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Oh, that was really, really bad. But anyways, the carpenters are coming to mind here in Rocky Mountain House, Canada. It has been rainy since about 6 o'clock last night, and just constantly puddles everywhere. Every step you take is squelch, 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 which is amazing because I'm on like a pine forest, and it's actually super crunchy yesterday, and now it's like squelch, 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 and I'm like, maybe it's like not soaking in. So hopefully it just continues to rain about 1 millimeter an hour, and we will get some water level. Okay, I'm going to put you down here, and the card's going to be quite quick. I just put in some granola to home make granola. Does that make sense? I just put in some oats with honey and coconut oil. Yeah, I think that's what you call it. And I got to take it out shortly. So so I'll make a quick card. We'll see how it goes. This was the card I made the other day, also a quick card. And I added a little tiny bit of white behind it. I have to say I like that quite a lot better. But yeah, so there's the other card if you look up the one before this, if you were doing that. Okay. Oh, and my nails didn't get any better. I meant to run upstairs and fix them, but that didn't happen. So there we go. All right, I'm going to stamp. Look at this old set. Who's been around for 23 years like me, or somewhere in between, where we cut out. We actually see, I think I told you one time, I cut my stamps. That's why I'm really good at trimming the other ones when they're not right. Butterfly of happiness. One butterfly, not butterflies of happiness. Interesting. And I'm going to stamp with that guy to begin with. And then I'm going to stamp, let's see, I was going to stamp with this guy, but he's really big, so I think I'll stamp with this guy instead. And I may add a little tiny bit of that. We'll see as we go. All right, so I'm just going to randomly stamp here just a couple times in the pink. I'm hoping this will work out okay. And that is very bubbly. So, hack for you. I have a regular spoon, which ironically I just said to my husband the other day, I don't know where all our spoons are, and I'm wondering. So I'm just gently, well, not gently, you can see I'm kind of pushing, but I'm not using the edge or anything. I'm just pushing the ink down, and it definitely changes the color of it. you waste very, very little ink. And then when I stamp this, it's smooth instead of bubbly. So this was probably one of the first, closer to the first, wow. Okay, maybe I'm lying. This is from 2008, it says. No, 2008, yes. So I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since Stampin' Up! Started in Canada back in 2000 and, well, I started in 2002. And, yeah, that's what I did. Anyway, so that's that. And then I'm going to add in, color do I want this to be? I want that. Does this have it inside? I don't think so. This is a butterfly, right? Wouldn't mind. So I'll add a little bit of color to that. And I think I'm going to just go tone with tone here. I'm just going to fill in this little guy. I think that'll be kind of pretty. Okay. Did you hear my desk creaks, eh? It's kind of funny to me when I'm pressing firmly. So that's that. I'm going to add a little tiny bit of yellow. I have, this is light daffodil, actually. I might have used lemon lolly in the best of worlds. Oh, I do want lemon lolly, actually. This is probably lemon lolly. It's dark lemon lolly. I was using this the other, oh, here they are. Light daffodil and light lemon lolly. And away we go. So I'm just going to add in, ooh, I wonder, I do find when I color it with the yellow, do you guys, anybody have that happening? Hi, Anne. Beautiful card over on the passport. As I was coming on here, I saw, oh, Donna also put a card on the passport. So we have a summer club going on where we are actually taking mini-cations, craft-cations around the world. And we had a really fun explosion card the other day. So everybody's putting their explosion cards up on the private Facebook group. It is not exclusive. You can come ask me for some more details and ask to join and catch up with us on our tour through the world. So I changed a white craft pigment ink stamp set into black by just putting the black and not white on there. And just a little tiny bit of, and I have yet to re-ink this, you guys, for people who kind of follow me and they're like, are you ever going to re-ink that? I don't think I need to. I mean, I don't think I need to now, but I'm wondering if I'll ever have to. I didn't ever put very much on, and it just seems to be lasting and lasting. Okay, this paper doesn't really feel like our paper. I feel like, and it's even, this might be a piece of, so just like quite a while ago, we got, sorry, this is totally not the right color. This isn't going to work together. I don't know where this came from. It could be that it's a piece. So what I was going to tell you is and I stumble because I keep saying recently, and it really wasn't very recent. We went from a Whisper White ink to a basic. Pretty. And I'm just wondering if that one was, it didn't feel right. So I feel like it might be somehow or another from my words are not working very well. From a kit is what I'm saying. It was maybe a blank from a kit. I'm going to put Azure. That's dark. And is this a light azure? This looks like a dark color. Dark blueberry. This might be light azure. Light azure. For the butterflies. I feel like I was telling you a story and I can't remember what I was saying. That's okay. Ooh, this is going to be so pretty. And I might only put one of these on. I'm just going to put one for now. Go from there. So what'd you guys do for the what do you call it? The weekends. I actually going through some of Mom's craft stuff and found and I was quite surprised and happy to make people's reminiscing quite fun. Back in the day when we were little, so I'm like 58, whatever, and we used to, and I guess probably before that. So I'm not surprised by people before me, but I'm a little more surprised by people after me. We used to iron on designs onto like a pillowcase kind of thing. And then we would embroider, all of a sudden I had a glimpse in my mind. Oh no, actually one of the little booklets Mom had was for I think somebody said tricot or try something, or there was 2 names given over on, this is on my personal page actually, but anyways, I thought about posting it over to onto this page or onto the Creativity for Everyone. I probably could have put it on Creativity for Everyone because the words say creativity, but yeah, I was quite surprised. Quite a few of my Stampin' friends are friends as well, so that's okay. It's getting out there. But it's so funny because there was quite a few of us that were like, oh yeah, I remember that. I had a pillowcase or 2 like that. I think what's kind of funny is I totally remember, like, it used to rain, socked in rain here for like, it felt like weeks at a time. And I feel like that was sort of when we did it because we were busy. It seemed odd, like when I was going to say, oh yeah, in the summertime, I was thinking, that's weird. Why did we do it in the summer? Well, I think just when it was raining, we maybe did it in the summer. I don't know. Because that was when we sort of had time and we weren't busy with all our activities, eh? Okay. This one seems absurd to cut around down that one, but I did it anyways. And it's going to be on here to boot, so double absurd. But I definitely, see how that's square? I don't like that, so I'm going to round that a little tiny bit. There we go. And then what is this doing? And I might need 2 of these. This is going to be the fastest card ever. Look at how pretty that's going to be. And then it had 2 nice expressions. Oh, Anne's getting desperate. What for? They've been out of black for months. Oh, rats. Stampin' Up! Sells the refills. Sorry, thanks for saying that. Amy Todd, hello. Sorry, Anne. Yes, absolutely. At the time, I definitely had the Black Memento ink refill. And I actually think for quite a while we ran out of the white craft ink pad as well. I think when we started doing this, I think quite a few people were like, woohoo! So this one has a beautiful little saying, says, spread your love everywhere you go. I'm hoping that in black I'll just be able to stamp. It's very thin. I would probably like it to be a little bit thicker. So I'm kind of crossing my fingers that it's going to be able to be seen there. But I like the words and the thought, so just ink it up. I'm just touching it, tap, 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 so soft, but loading it up with ink, hopefully. And then when I stamp it, hopefully straight, I'm just going to leave it there. So I'm not pressing super hard, but I'm just going to leave it there for a couple seconds so that any ink that's there can soak in and make an extra layer. The one thing about these stamps, we were never able to use the stamping tool. And I was still quite into the wood. Well, evidently I'm still into the wood mounted ones, but it definitely was made me more of an advocate for not wood. And we used to just pay for the maple basically, but geez, I liked them. But yeah, our stamps, when I first started, a stamp set could cost $47 back in the day. I had to have quite a few sets. Okay, let's see how it goes. It looks so nice. So when it's such thin letters, you can tell I might have pressed just a smidgen. There's just a little tiny bit of something, but it's good. This is going to be so pretty. This is a fast and fabulous card, you guys. Get you out the door and on your way. We used to have a DJ, a morning DJ. I am your morning DJ at WKRP. I always say WKRP, but I think it's, what is that song? I think it's a Harry Chapin song, isn't it? I am your morning DJ. Okay, I'm going to put that just like this. Oh my gosh, I love this. And then I'm going to put this on too. So I was stamping with, whoa, close it, Lori. I was stamping with Pretty in Pink. And I have a piece of Pretty in Pink right here. And I'm just going to put it, oh, you know what? I wanted to put it on a piece of black to pull it all together. Snap and black. Hold on one second. See, oh, where's my ruler? So I have a magnetic ruler. And 99% of the time, it hangs on a leg. And because I'm doing this live with my granola burning, I'm just teasing. Well, I'm not really teasing. Okay, I did this extra long. I have room to trim it a little tiny bit if I need to. I'm going to have to trim it just a smidgen because it's a full 5. So I think I will cut it by 3 1/4. It is not proportional to the card. That was on purpose. But I do need to trim it. So I'm just going to go and chop off a little tiny bit on the bottom, I think. 1/4 inch off the bottom. And then I'll line it in black. Hello, Allie. How you doing? I'm going to take off 1/4, I said. So I will. Whew, that's low now. And grab a piece of black. Were you out photographing on the weekend? I'm going to do this thinner than that. So 5 1/2. 3 1/2. Be a beautiful card. Oop, somehow or another I must aim that wrong. How wide is this? 3 1/4. Oh. Sorry. Okay. So when I cut my mats, in this case I just put hardly 1/8 of an inch all the way around. That's gorgeous. And guess what, you guys? If my glue works, I'm actually going to glue this part down onto this. You know I love a card when I'm right to the glue. It's not that I don't love them, but what else am I going to do with this? There's no monkeying around. I love this. So pretty. Fast and fabulous. And that's it. Ta-da! I am going to put it at an angle. And there it is. Ha ha! You didn't think a card could ever be made that fast, did you? I'm going to leave it at that, you guys. Not that on a rainy day like this, if it's raining where you are, you probably would love me to entertain you for 5 more minutes. But what I am thinking is that if I put up a few videos that are just 10, 15, 20 minutes long, people might start watching me a little bit more, and then they'll come and play with us, and we'll grow our community, because I would love to grow our community a little bit. And I think it would be fun and active, right? That's what I'm looking for. The ones that are in there, we work hard at being active. We're a close, fun community. Put a lot of weight on our shoulders to keep us busy, hey? All right, I challenge you guys with a summertime challenge. I don't know if you are seeing it, but I'm totally stamping with an old wood stamp. I'll leave that here so people know. Grab an old stamp. It does not have to be wood, but grab an old stamp that maybe hasn't seen as much love as it should. Our wood should be kind of dirty if I'd used this very much. So grab one. The flower idea is really super simple, just to border up the side like that. A solid one obviously made it really fast and simple. And then mount it on a little tiny piece of black and pop it onto a piece of color. And then mail it, right, you guys? Mail it. That's what my girlfriends tell me. Get your cards in the mail. All right, ladies, I will talk with you guys tomorrow night. I'll be back here live at 8. It'll be great, and I'll see you then. Enjoy these summer days. Bye-bye, guys.